Hey Rose family, it's your girl Serenity Rose, and we're back with another video. As you guys can tell by the title, we are trying a super affordable foundation. It's $1.88. So let's see how this foundation holds up. If you guys want to see how it wears for at least 10 hours, then just keep on watching. So I literally just washed my hair, took the knots out, and I'm looking like the lion from Wizard of Oz. Don't come for me, sis. We are testing out this new foundation. This is from the AOA Studio website. I want to say it's $1.88. This is their new buildable satin foundation. Have mine in the shade Honey Beige. So I'm going to take you through the prep, prime, foundation, and setting portion, and then do the rest of my face off camera. And yeah, we're gonna do a little wear test today. So let's just get started. So for moisturizer, I'm going to go in with the It Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream moisturizer. This is a little sample that I got from Ipsy. So for primer, I'm going to take the Kypris Antioxidant Dew Quench and Glow Serum. Am I too far? Should I come closer? I'm going to come closer. Okay, so you guys already know the deal. I'm gonna do half with a sponge and then half with a brush. So I just cracked open a new AOA Wonder Blender. I love using new sponges. So that's the sponge I'm going to be using. And then for the brush, I'm going to be using the BoxyCharm. This brush has no name, but I'm just going to call it the buffer brush because why not? Or the foundation brush because that's what I use it for. Is it clean? No, but it barely soaks up any product, so it's basically clean. So I'm going to apply the foundation and then, you know, do my half and half thing. Okay, so this is one side of the foundation applied with the brush. It looks super glowy. I'm not sure if that's the primer that I used or the moisturizer or the actual foundation, because as you can see on the side, I'm already a bit glowy. That might be the primer, but I really like the way it looks. Super good. I might go over it with the sponge, but let me just apply this half of my face with the foundation with the sponge first, and then I'll go over this with the sponge just to pick up any excess product, just in case there is any excess product. But yeah, foundation, no foundation, foundation, no foundation. So I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. Okay, so this is what the foundation is looking like on this side with the sponge. Honestly, I feel like they both look the same. They both apply flawless, like sponge or brush. So just to make everything even, I'm just going to go over the side with the sponge. Not with any excess product, but just to, you know, make it the same. This foundation has really nice coverage. I want to say it's like medium coverage. I don't have that many like skin errors or problems or, you know, like acne or blemishes, but it did cover my dark circles pretty nicely. So I want to say medium to buildable full coverage. Because it's so dewy, I'm not going to go with the second layer. I really like the way it is right now. It's very lightweight. I like it. So let's see how the concealer and powder go over it. I'm going to take my Morphe Fluidity concealer in the shade C2, in the shade C2.35, right? Yeah, C2.35. And I'm just going to take the other side of my sponge and blend out the under eyes and use this for the rest of wherever I put concealer. Okay, so I'm just going to take the bottom and blend over like the edges of where I applied concealer. Okay, I'm looking a bit light and ghostly. That's okay. Setting powder will fix that. The concealer looks really, really good on top of this foundation. Like, there's no complaints. Like, everything looks really nice and flawless and healthy. Like, did I just find a hidden gem? What? High-end foundation who? Who? High-end foundation who, sis? Okay, so let's move on to powder. I don't know what's the deal today, but I feel super like giddy. Maybe it's because I washed my hair. I got my curls out and stuff. So I'm just the vibe right now. You dig? I said dig, not whatever you think you heard. I said dig, like digging a hole. Don't help me. Okay, so I'm gonna use the Bella Pierre banana setting powder anywhere I put concealer to give me back my like olivey yellow tone. And then I'm gonna go in with the AOA Studio Perfect Finishing Press Powder in the shade Honey everywhere else I didn't apply concealer. Okay, so I still feel ghostly, so I'm gonna go into my Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder in the shade 320 Natural Tan and try to bring some type of color back to my face. I'm bored of applying powder to my face. Okay, so this is how it's looking like with powder. I still look a bit light. So I don't think I got the right shade of foundation. Maybe I could go a shade darker because it is looking a bit light. But even with all that powder I just put on my face, I am looking a bit dry, but nothing like too crazy dry. Like you can still see the glow through the powder. So I like it. So I'm going to leave the rest of my face off camera and then I will be back to show you guys what it's looking like. And it is currently 11:30, but I want to say I applied the foundation to my face around 11. So we're going to start this wear test at 11. Okay, so this is what the finished face looks like. So for bronzer, I use the Morphe bronzer. This is a mini in the shade Blogger. Then for blush, I use the Laura Geller Baked Blush and Brighten in Tropic Hues. And then for highlighter, I used my new Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed Highlighter in Vanilla Quartz. Like, I already know I'm going to be obsessed with this. Like, I love the freaking packaging. I got this yesterday in my BoxyCharm, along with the brushes that I used to do half of my face, and along with the primer that I used. But that is what I used on my face. If you have any other questions, drop them down below. Okay, so yeah, this is what the finished face looks like. I absolutely love the way this foundation looks on my skin. Again, I got the shade Honey Beige, and it's just a tad bit too light for me. I mean, I guess you could say I made it work, but I still feel like I look, I don't know, maybe it's the light that's like making it look light, because in person, it looks fine. So I might get a different shade. I mean, it's $1.88. Like, does it get better than that? I mean, and it's medium to full coverage. I'm sure if you build it up, it will be full coverage. It's very lightweight. I don't feel it on my skin. And I've practically had it on for an hour now because it's 11:51. So it's about to be 12. So I've practically had this foundation on for a whole hour. And y'all, I am loving it so far. If you want to know what lashes I'm wearing, I will leave a card up here or up here doing a review on these lashes. And they are bomb and super affordable, so go check that video if you haven't seen it already. And I have to film another video, so I will be back once I'm done filming that video and do another check-in for you guys. So I will see you guys in a few. Okay, so I just finished filming the what's on my phone video, so I'll leave that linked up here when I upload it. If it's uploaded before or after this, I'll leave it linked in the cards. But it is currently 12:48, so that means it is about to be 1, and we've had this foundation on since 11, so that means it is about to be the 2-hour mark, and it is still looking bomb AF. No oiliness is happening. So yeah, this is a little quick close-up of 2 hours into the foundation. It's not creasing anywhere. Like normally my foundation starts to crease in my smile lines or like up here because I do a lot of expressions with my face. So I will see you guys at the next check-in, which I will try to make either like the 4 or 5 hour check-in. So stay tuned. Okay, so it is currently 3:22 and this is what the foundation is looking like. It still isn't oily. It is still holding up pretty well. So we are at the 4.5 hour mark of wear, and yeah, this is what it's looking like. I am super shocked that this $1 basically foundation, I think it's $1.55 or $1.88, but practically $1 foundation is this good. I mean, you would expect it to start getting oily around the 3 or 4 hour mark, but it's still holding up. And I'm telling you, if you haven't tried it, you need to freaking try it. Like, I am in love with it. So what I'm gonna do now is probably go wash some dishes, wash my makeup brushes, and yeah. So I will see you guys in like another couple of hours. I don't know what is going on with me today, but I feel like I woke up with this crazy, ridiculous amount of energy, and now I'm super tired. I do want to say also, I have a package coming on Monday, hopefully, and I will be doing another foundation wear test along with the concealer to match the foundation from... It is from ColourPop. I'm going to be reviewing their new foundation, the hydrating one, I want to say. I think it's like the Hello Fresh or Hello Pretty Fresh, whatever foundation. And the concealer and one of their moisturizers. I think it's from like Fourth Ray Beauty, which is like a sister brand to ColourPop, I want to say. I got a gel moisturizer because I've really been into gel moisturizers lately. And I also got a little lip gloss. I wanted to get more, but I was just trying out the Afterpay app for the first time. So I wanted to see how it worked. So I only spent like $35. So yeah, I can't wait for that review. I'm super excited. I want to say also that like I started this YouTube channel like years ago and I didn't really take it serious, but like as years have gone by, I've gotten more into it, and especially recently, like I've really found my passion with like acrylic nails and doing my makeup and getting all dolled up and stuff. And I feel like YouTube is also another passion that I have discovered. Like I really do enjoy editing and filming and posting content for you guys to see. Now, I'm almost at 200 subscribers, and that is super exciting. Like, I don't care if I have 1 or 2 subscribers. I do this because I have a passion for it. I don't care who sees it or who doesn't see it or how many views it gets or how many views it doesn't get. I am doing this because I enjoy doing it. I feel like I'm at a new place in my life. Like, prior to this, I was a stay-at-home mom for a year, maybe 2 years, I want to say. And recently I started working and I'm getting way more into my YouTube channel, and my son is getting big, and I'm going to go for my nail tech license in a few months. It would have been this year if I would have freaking checked the deadline to register of like a couple of months prior to checking, but I'm going to go for it next year, and I'm going to be getting a new apartment soon. I feel like everything that could go right is going right now. So yeah, I don't want to, go on too much of a rant, but I feel like I'm in a really good place in my life right now, and I couldn't ask for anything better. So I want to say thank you to all my subscribers, my supporters, all my viewers, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next check-in because I'm about to get emotional. We don't want to ruin this little wear test we got going on here. So see you guys in the next clip. Okay, so it is currently 4:42, so it's practically 5 o'clock, which means at 5 o'clock it'll be the 6 hour mark. So right now we are like 5 hours and 45 minutes into the wear test, and this is how it's looking. It is getting a bit oily on the sides of my nose, if you can see, but it's nothing really too noticeable. Like if you saw me, you'd have to be like all up in my face to notice. So I think for 5.45 minutes, 5 hours and 45 minutes of wear time is doing great. Again, I'm going to continuously mention this, that it's only $1.88 foundation. So I'm definitely digging this foundation. Like, this is what? Okay, so on that note, I will see you guys a bit later for my next check-in. It might be the last one. But before I go, I do want to ask you guys a question. I might leave a poll up in the cards. Do you guys like me better with straight hair or my curly hair? I mean, I know how to keep it curly but this is just when it air dries. My hair is naturally curly if you don't know, but I want to know if you guys prefer it curly or flat straight. I mean, right now it's a bit messy. I've had better curly hair days, but yeah, I just let it air dry because I do plan on straightening it because I'm going to work tomorrow, so I can have my hair looking all wild and stuff when I go to work, because I work with like conveyor belts, and I feel like if my hair is curly, it's super hard to manage, and I'm not trying to lose my head in a freaking machine. So there's that. See you in the next check-in. So it is 7:02 and it is the 8-hour mark, and this is what it's looking like. Still not oily, just a bit more oily around my nose. But yeah, it's holding in pretty good for 8 hours. So I'll see you guys at the next check-in. I'm about to go to Walmart and do some groceries real quick, a little mini grocery shopping. So see you in a few. Okay, so it's about to be 9 and I'm whispering because my son is about to go to sleep. This is 10 hours of wear and still no oil except for here and here. I'm just going to take this little brush and set it. And the oil is gone. It's not really oily anywhere else. Surprisingly, normally oily all over my face, mainly my T-zone. So yeah, that's the last check-in. Quick little close-up. This foundation is amazing. It's probably one of the best foundations I've ever tried so far. I think it's gonna make its way into my top 10 or top 5 very quickly. I think you guys should definitely try it. We'll leave a link down below in the description bar where you can get it. If you have tried it, let me know your thoughts. But this is 10 hours of wear and barely any oil, and on my nose is highlight. So I highly recommend. But on that note, it's a Friday night. I work 12 hours tomorrow, so I think I'm going to drink a bit and then go to sleep. So that brings this video to an end. Drop a thumbs up if you liked it. Drop a comment down below if you have any questions. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I hope you guys are having an amazing day or night wherever you guys are. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!